Good morning, students. Chapter 10, Ordinary Differential Equation. So, in that chapter, first we are going to see what is a differential equation and how to find the order and degree of the differential equation. You see the definition. A differential equation is any equation which contains at least one derivative of an unknown function, either ordinary derivative or partial derivatives. So, in the equation, if we have at least one ordinary derivative or partial derivative, that equation is called the differential equations. So, if ordinary derivative is involved, that is an ordinary differential equation. That only we are going to see in this chapter. And the partial derivatives. See now, partial derivatives involved, that is called the partial differential equation. You see some example I have given for the ordinary differential equation. See dy by dx plus y is equal to 7x plus 5. Okay, here the variables x and y is involved. Along with that, the derivative, the first order derivative dy by dx is involved in that. So this equation is called the differential equation. We come to the next one. So dy by dx and d squared y by dx squared is involved. So it's a first order derivative. This is a second order derivative, and x is in terms of trigonometry function and y is the variable. So in this equation the derivatives are involved, so that is called the differential equation. And you see the third one, tan inverse of, you see that within the inverse function, the argument of the inverse functions or derivative, that is the second order derivative. So therefore this is called the differential equation. So the next one, we are moving to the order of a differential equation, order and degree. So first we are going to see the order of the differential equation. So the order of the differential equation is the highest order derivative present in the differential equation. You see that it is the highest order derivative, that is the order of the differential equation. So differential equations la derivatives will be involved. On the derivative, among the derivatives, which derivative having the highest order. For example, dy by dx and d squared y by dx squared is involved means, you see the second example, d squared y by dx squared plus dy by dx plus y is equal to sin x. In that, so two derivatives, that is, this is the first order derivative, this is the second order derivative. So in that equation, the highest order derivative is called the order of the differential equation. So what is the highest order derivative? It's a second order. So therefore the order of the differential equation is 2. Okay, see again I read, the order of a differential equation is the highest order derivative present in the differential equation. And while you are moving to the degree of the differential equation, it is very important. We have to follow certain steps. If a differential equation is expressible in a polynomial form, so it is involved, it has to be written in the polynomial form. Then the integral power of the highest order derivative. So the highest order, the integral power is called the degree of the differential equation. In simple words, you see that the degree of the differential equation is the power of the highest order derivative involved in the differential equation. So first we have to find the order. So order means it's a higher order derivative whose power is called the degree of the differential equations. Before finding the degree of the differential equations, the derivatives or the differential equation satisfies two conditions. One condition, first condition is all of the derivatives in the equation are free from fractional powers. So derivatives la we should not have a fractional powers. That means dy by dx the whole power 1 by 2, dy by dx the whole power 3 by 2. So the power should not be in the fraction. Which power? Whose power? The different derivatives power, that is dy by dx, d squared y by dx squared, and the derivative power should not be in the fraction. Okay, if it is in the fraction, it has to be written free from the fraction. Okay, the second one, the differential equation, highest order derivative or any derivative should not be an argumentary, trigonometric or exponential or logarithmic function. So the derivative should not be the argument of trigonometry function, exponential function, logarithmic function. So what's the meaning? Means you see that here you see the derivative d squared y by dx squared, how it is written? It's the argument of the trigonometry function tan inverse of x. If we have like this, we can't change the we can't write the differential equation in the polynomial form. So therefore the degree is not defined. In this way you have to write. You see that order means highest order derivative involving in the differential equation. So next, if you are going to find the degree, means first the differential equation should be written in the form of polynomial form. So what's a polynomial form? It means the highest order derivatives or all of the derivatives should not have the fractional power. If they have the fractional power, it has to be removed. Okay, the second one, so the highest order derivative or any other derivative should not be the argument of trigonometry function, inverse trigonometry functions, exponential function and logarithmic function. If it's so, if it is written as a what is the argument of these functions, so we have to write the degree is not defined. Okay, so we see exercise 10.1 first problem. For each of the following differential equations, determines its order and degree. If exits, order we can easily find, but degree if exits, for some of the differential equations, the degree may not be defined. You look at the first one, dy by dx plus xy is equal to cot x. Okay, so here which order derivative is involved? Only one derivative, that is dy by dx. So it is a first order derivative. So the order is 1. So the power of dy by dx is nothing but the degree. So the power of dy by dx is 1. So that is the degree of the differential equation. So here the derivative is not written in the fractional power, and it will not be a, it is not be a argument of trigonometry function, exponential function and logarithmic function. Come to the second problem. So d cube y by dx cube the whole power 2 by 3 minus 3 into d squared y by dx squared plus 5 dy by dx plus 4 is equal to 0. You look at the power of this derivative. It is 2 by 3. So if the power is in the fraction, so first it has to be removed. So for that, I kept this term alone in the left side, bring all the terms to the right side. So minus 3 d squared y by dx squared is plus 3 d squared y by dx squared, and plus 5 dy by dx is minus 5 dy by dx, and plus 4 when you take to the next side minus 4. So the power has to be, the derivative has to be removed from the fractional powers. So here the denominator you are having 3. So if you raise to the power 3, this 3 and the numerator 3 getting cancelled. So therefore raising the power 3 on both the sides. So it will become d cube y by dx cube the whole square. So here, so the whole thing has to be raised to the power 3. Okay, so in that, what are the derivatives involved? dy by dx, next d squared y by dx squared, and the third one d cube y by dx cube. Three derivatives are involved. Among that, which is the highest order derivative? That is d cube y by dx cube. Okay, so therefore the order of the differential equation is 3 because this is the highest order derivative. Okay, after that, whose power? The power of the highest order derivative after writing the differential equations in the polynomial form. That is, it is written in the polynomial form. So the power of the d cube y by dx cube is 2. So therefore the degree is equal to 2. So we'll go to the third subdivision. D squared y by dx squared plus dy by dx the whole squared is equal to x into sine of d squared y by dx squared. So the derivatives are involved. What are the derivatives are involved? dy by dx and d squared y by dx squared. Here also you will have d squared y by dx squared. So therefore the order is 2. But you see that this second order, that is the highest order derivative, is the argument of this trigonometry function. So therefore we can't write the differential equations in the polynomial form. So therefore the degree is not defined. So you have to give the reason. Because of sine of second derivative, the given differential equation cannot be expressed as polynomial equation because sine, the argument of the derivatives in the trigonometry function. So therefore the degree is not defined. Okay, come to the fourth subdivision. Square root of dy by dx minus 4 dy by dx minus 7x is equal to 0. See this derivative dy by dx, square root means the whole power 1 by 2. So it is in the fraction. So first it has to be removed. Okay, so I'll keep this function, this term in the left hand side, bring all the terms to the right hand side. So we have to remove the fraction, means the denominator should not be there. So here half. So when you square on both the sides, automatically the square root will be removed. So here you will have dy by dx. This side the whole square. 4 dy by dx plus 7x the whole square. Here what are the derivatives involved? Only one, dy by dx. So its order is 1. And the power of the highest order. Here also you will have dy by dx. Here also dy by dx, but it is the power 2. So therefore the degree is 2. Okay, if you expand, you will get 4 dy by dx the whole square plus 7 x the whole square plus 2ab will come. So you will have the term dy by dx the whole square. So therefore degree is equal to 2. And come to the fifth one. Y dy by dx is equal to x by dy by dx plus dy by dx the whole cube. So what you have to do? So it is in the derivatives or in the denominator. So you have to cross multiply. Y dy by dx into dy by dx is y dy by dx the whole square. If you multiply the same thing with the second term, it is y into dy by dx the whole power 4, which is equal to, here in the side you will have only x. So see the derivative, only dy by dx is involved. So therefore the order is 1. Here you will have dy by dx the whole power 4 and dy by dx the whole squared. So the highest order derivative or highest power, that is 4. That is called the degree of the differential equation. And come to the sixth one. This is the question. You see half is involved here. The derivatives is here. So therefore the fractional power has to be removed. So I'll get this function in the left side, bring this term to the next side, minus x squared d squared y by dx squared. So the half has to be removed, so squaring on both the sides. So 1 plus dy by dx the whole squared is equal to, minus if you square it will become plus, minus 1 the whole squared is plus, x squared the whole squared is x power 4 into d squared y by dx squared the whole square. Here what are the derivative involved? You will have dy by dx, that is a first order derivative, and d squared y by dx squared, that is a second order derivative. So highest order is what? It is this. So order is equal to 2. Whose power is the degree? So therefore the power of this one is 2. So the degree is equal to 2. And the next one, We are coming to the problem number 7th subdivision. D squared y by dx squared the whole cube is equal to square root of 1 plus dy by dx. You see 1 plus dy by dx, it is written within the power half. So squaring on both the sides. So when you square it will become 6, that is equal to 1 plus dy by dx. So what are the derivatives involved? Dy by dx as well as d squared y by dx squared. So the highest among these two highest order derivative is d squared y by dx squared. So therefore the order is equal to 2. The power of this is 6. So degree is equal to 6. So you have learnt now how to find the order in the differential equation. The highest order derivative is called the order of the differential equation, whose power, the power of the highest order derivative is called the degree of the differential equation after expressing the differential equations in the polynomial form. So what is the polynomial form? Means the derivative, all of the derivatives should not be written in the fractional powers, and the derivatives should not be the argument of trigonometry functions, exponential functions and logarithmic function. Come to the 8th one. See the question. Here, what is the order? What are the derivatives involved? Dy by dx, first order derivative. Here you are having d squared y by dx squared also. So therefore the order is 2. But the degree is not defined. Why? Since because of this, the derivative dy by dx is the argument of the cosine function. So therefore this differential equation cannot be expressed as polynomial equation, polynomial form. So therefore the degree is not defined. And come to the problem subdivision. What is it? 9. D squared y by dx squared plus 5 dy by dx plus integral y dx is equal to x cube. Derivatives involved, but integration symbol is also there. So what you have to do? You have to differentiate on both the sides. So if you differentiate with respect to x, that is d cube y by dx cube plus 5 into here d by dx of dy by dx is d squared y by dx squared, and d by dx of integral y dx. So the differentiation and the integration is anti-process. So they are both getting cancelled. You will have y alone is equal to, what is the differentiation of x cube? That is 3x squared. So we brought the differential equation. So you have to find the order. So here second order derivative as well as the third order derivative is there. Among these, which is the highest one? Third order. So therefore order is equal to 3. The power of the third order derivative is 1. So therefore degree is 1. And come to the 10th one. 10th subdivision. X is equal to e power xy into dy by dx. So this dy by dx is written the power of e power, that is exponential function. So first what you have to do, you have to remove that. If you apply log on both the sides, you will get log x is equal to log e power xy into dy by dx. So it is in the form of log a power m. So the power will come in the front, xy dy by dx, and logarithmic exponential, it is getting cancelled. So here you will have 1. So now you see that this derivative is not written within the exponential function. It's not written as the argument of exponential function, but you can have the variables x and y can be a logarithmic function, exponential function. You can have e power x, e power y, log x, like that you can have, but you should not have e power dy by dx. Derivative should not be the argument of, what is that? Exponential function, logarithmic function and trigonometric function. So here it's a differential equation. So the order is 1 and the power of this dy by dx is 1. So the degree is equal to 1. Okay. So next we are moving to the topic how to, that is a formation of differential equations. How to form the differential equation. You see that first one, exercise 10.2, express each of the following physical statements in the form of differential equations. You see that radium degates at a rate proportional to the amount Q present. So, the amount of radium present at time t is Q. Otherwise, let Q be the amount of radium present at time t. You see the word radium degates at a rate. So, what is it? Radium degates at a rate means the rate of change of radium. So, how the radium is changing with respect to time. The rate comes means with respect to time how it has changed. So, it is let Q be the amount of radium present at time means the rate of change of Q, that is denoted as dQ by dt. That word is very, very important. So, the rate is nothing but dQ by dt. The rate of change of radium. So, the radium amount is Q. So, on the change, that is denoted as dQ by dt is proportional. So, here I have used the symbol proportionality and with to the amount Q present. So, therefore, that is proportional to Q. And this proportionality, if you remove, you have to do constant. So, dQ by dt is equal to KQ. And where K is the constant of proportionality. And the next one, you see the second subdivision. The population P of a city increases at a rate proportional to the, see, at a rate proportional to the product of population and to the difference between 5 lakhs and the population. See, the population P of a city increases at a rate proportional to the product of population and to the difference between 5 lakhs and the population. You see that the population is denoted by the variable P. Let P be the population of the city at time t. Okay. So, see now, here the population P of a city increases at a rate. So, which word is important? Rate. That is rate of change of population or rate of the increases. The rate of increment in the population. So, therefore, it is nothing but, what is it? It is dP by dt. It is proportional. So, here the word is, the symbol is used proportional to the product. So, product means two things you have to multiply. What is the first thing? The product of population. What is the population? Is denoted by the letter P. So, it is proportional to P and to the difference between 5 lakhs and the population. So, therefore, P into 5 lakhs minus P. So, the proportionality, if you remove, you will get one constant. So, dP by dt is equal to Kp into 5 lakh minus P, where K is the constant of proportionality. And come to the third subdivision. For a certain substance, the rate of change of vapor pressure. The vapor pressure is denoted by the symbol P with respect to the temperature. Here, the rate of change of pressure with respect to the temperature. See, rate means rate of change of pressure with respect to the temperature. So, therefore, it is nothing but dP by dt is proportional. So, I have used the symbol proportional to the vapor pressure, and inversely. So, this word is important. Inversely proportional to the square of the temperature. So, what is the square of the temperature? Temperature is denoted by the letter T. Square of the temperature is nothing but T squared. So, dP by dt is proportional to the vapor pressure. What is vapor pressure? That is P. And inversely, so the square of the temperature has to be written in the denominator. So dP by dt is equal to Kp divided by T squared, where K is the constant of proportionality. And the next one, a saving amount pays 8% interest per year. ஒரு சேவிங் அமௌண்ட்டை அதோட இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் ரேட் வந்து 8%. இட் இஸ் காம்பவுண்டட் கண்டினியூஸ்லி. இன் அடிஷன் the income from another investment is credited to the amount continuously at a rate of 400 per year. So ஒரு amount is invested, on that amount every year the interest rate is 8%. Along with that, some other income is added to it, so per year, that is as 400 per year. So let x be the amount invested at time t. So the amount, the rate of change of amount, okay, that is dx by dt is equal to, so 8% of the interest for that amount, your interest rate is 8% plus 400, because per year you are getting, what is that, 400. So therefore the rate of change of amount, that is dx by dt is equal to 8% of x plus 400. Okay, 8% is nothing but 8 by 100. Okay, so the next one, second question, assume that a spherical raindrop evaporates at a rate proportional to its surface area. This is given. Okay, form a differential equation involving the rate of change of radius of the raindrop. You see now, rate of change of radius. So what is the rate of change of radius? So radius we have to denote for one variable. So first I'll denote, let r be the radius of the raindrop at time t, and v be the volume, and surface area is nothing but S. V be the volume of the raindrop and S be the surface area of the raindrop. So raindrop is in the shape of sphere. So therefore volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and the surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r squared. Okay, so you see now, assume that a spherical raindrop evaporates at a rate. So therefore the rate of change of volume, so the spherical raindrop is evaporates, so therefore when it evaporates the volume is reduced, so we have to find the rate of change of volume with respect to t. So you have to find first dV by dt, that is equal to 4 by 3 pi is a constant, r cube if you differentiate, that is 3r squared, and you are differentiating with respect to t means it is dr by dt, and this 3 getting cancelled. So here you will have 4 pi r squared. What is 4 pi r squared? It is nothing but S. So you will get dV by dt, that is equal to S into dr by dt. So that is written, and you have to mark this as 1. And what is given, that you see the first sentence, what is given? Assume that a spherical raindrop evaporates. That means it is nothing but the volume. Okay, a volume at a rate, that is the rate of change of volume is proportional to its surface area. The rate of change of volume is proportional to its surface area. So therefore dV by dt is proportional to S. If we remove the proportionality, it is minus Ks. Why I have written minus means it is evaporates. When it evaporates, the volume will be reduced. So therefore dV by dt is equal to minus Ks. So you call this one, in the place of dv by dt, you have to substitute minus ks and is equal to s into dr by dt. This s and this s getting cancelled. So dr by dt is equal to minus k, where k is the constant of proportionality. This is only asked. Form the differential equation involving the rate of change of the radius. Radius is denoted by r. So the rate of change of radius is dr by dt. That is equal to minus k. Thank you, students.